It was a stormy night when I found myself flipping through an old, dusty book I had picked up at a secondhand bookstore earlier that day. Its title, barely readable, translated to something like Rituals of the Forgotten World. Intrigued by ancient practices and myths, I decided to settle into my chair with a warm drink, unaware that I was about to embark on a terrifying journey into the dark corners of human history. The rituals I would soon read about weren't just eerie tales. They were real, practiced by cultures from across the globe, and each one carried an unsettling air of danger, invoking ancient powers not to be trifled with. As the wind howled outside and the shadows of tree branches danced against the windows, I started reading, discovering the terrifying details of rituals that had haunted humanity for centuries. The deeper I read, the more I felt a sense of dread creeping in, as if the pages themselves were cursed. 1. The Midnight Whisperers of Peru. One of the first stories detailed a chilling ritual from the remote mountain villages of Peru, where ancient Incan traditions were still whispered about. Known as Los Susurradores de Medianoche, or the Midnight Whisperers, this was a rite believed to summon the souls of the dead. Every year on the eve of a particular full moon, villagers would gather in an ancient cemetery hidden deep in the forest. The legend said that at midnight, the spirits of their ancestors would return if called upon correctly. Participants would kneel in front of the graves, whispering the names of their deceased loved ones in an eerie chant, while holding black candles. But there was a catch. The ritual had a strict rule. Once you invoked the dead, you could not stop whispering until sunrise. If someone ceased the chant early, it was said that their soul would be claimed by the spirits instead. The ritual wasn't merely a form of remembrance, it was a gamble. Many who attempted it claimed they could hear faint whispers responding, sometimes warning them, and sometimes begging to be freed from the other side. According to legend, there was one family that tried the ritual years ago, but broke the rule. The following morning, their home was found abandoned, doors swinging in the breeze, with only blood-stained footprints leading away into the forest. 2. The Hungry Ghost Festival in China. Moving on, I came across a description of the Chinese Hungry Ghost Festival, which takes place on the 15th night of the 7th lunar month. This is a time when the gates of the underworld are said to open, allowing the spirits of the dead to roam the earth, hungry and seeking offerings from the living. Traditionally, families prepare feasts, burn incense, and leave out food to placate these wandering spirits. But the ancient ritual wasn't just about feeding ghosts, it was about survival. If a family neglected to offer enough, it was believed that the angry spirits would curse them with sickness, misfortune, or even death. In some villages, an unsettling practice would occur. Participants would burn life-size paper effigies, representing material possessions like houses, cars, or even servants, to appease the wealthier spirits. These offerings were believed to transfer to the afterlife, ensuring that the spirits would not return to haunt the living. But if a greedy ghost was unsatisfied, it was known to follow the family members, tormenting them with nightmares, sickness, and eerie visions.